Okay, tak boleh tidur. Welcome to personality trait test. Take our personality test and get a freakishly accurate description of who are you and why you do things the way you do. Okay. And security and data backup. Evaluate your profile and test result. Assess all your skill profile result anytime, anywhere for any device. Discovery. You say improve your relationship, invite your partner or friends, and discover easy way to prove your relationship, match your personality with them, and check your compatibility score. Tak adanya aku nak partner invite masa ni pukul 2 pagi. Okay, continue with Facebook. Oh, tak boleh, kenapa? Google lah. Persona Najwa. Okay, done. Okay. Take shot test. Kita lain satu lah. Kita shot test dulu. Next. 100%. For accurate result, kindly follow the standard instructions carefully. Okay, standard instruction. This inventory contain 21 test situation having 3 scenarios each. Choose the one which suits you best. Second, choose the option wisely as you cannot go back to previous situations. Third, when you respond to the situation, attempt to focus on how you are really are, not how you think you should be. 4. There is no time limit to complete this personality test. 5. There are no right or wrong answer. Choose the way you are is those situations. Okay, start. 1. Choose among 3. First, I like to make a sacrifice in the present when I can see that it will improve things in the future. I really enjoy living in the present moment. I'm really in between. Nak kata sacrifice the present when I can see that it will improve. I don't know lah. First ni macam confident sangat. Yang third ni I'm really in between ni macam tak bersyukur sangat. Kita ambil sederhana tengah-tengah. I really enjoy living in the like enjoy lah sebab aku ada kawan apa semua. Walaupun aku rasa macam course yang aku ambil, aku study ni macam aku tak minat kan. Okay. First, I have a strong desire for achievement and accomplishment. Ni memang memang tahulah apa tentang hidup dia nak buat, dan dia dah memang ambil langkah yang betul-betul lah ni. 2. I have a strong desire for appreciation and admirations. Strong desire for appreciation, penghargaan. I appreciate lah apa yang aku tengah ambil, apa yang aku rasa macam apa yang diinginkan macam tu kan. Tapi I'm really between tak lah, hargailah apa yang dah dapat ni. Okay, principle and rule are more important to me. Principle and rule, aku ni tak boleh terikat dengan rule sebenarnya. Personal value and people are more important to me. I see the exception to the rule. Personal value and people are more important. Perlu jugalah. Kan kita hidup masyarakatan. So yang ni lah. I tend to be specific and literal. I give detailed instruction. I tend to be general and figurative. I use metaphor and analogies. General. I open-minded dan I tak kisah pun apa yang berlaku, apa yang tengah lah, asyik tengah je kan. Nak macam mana? Nombor 2, favorite quote. I'm a kind, caring, compassionate, and tender. I tend to be sympathetic many times. I have a strong ability to see a problem or a situation from different point of view. Kind, caring, of course tak. Strong to see a problem. Yelah, aku yang create problem tu. I prefer work we first then play later. Aku yang suka aku manusia suka suka apa ni tunda kerja. So enjoy now, finish the job later. I like my desk to be neat and organised. No. Tapi aku ambil course yang project management yang berkaitan dengan desk to be neat and organised. So aku dah lari daripada bidang yang aku sesuai. I feel more comfortable in leaving my option open. Comfortable living tinggal my option. Nombor 2. I value empathy, harmony and forgiving considering situations. I value logic, justice and fairness. Tak ada maknanya. Harmoni itu penting lah. I sympathetic with people and would tell a white lie to avoid hurting their feeling. I am biased and often straightforward when I analyze people's problem if it might hurt their sensitivity. Often straightforward tu memang aku lah. I proceed oriented and am especially interested in how the task will be accomplished. I'm product oriented and want to get the job done. Yeah. I usually listen more than talk in any conversation. I usually talk more than listen. Aku lebih kepada talk. I act first then think. I think first then act. Biasanya aku buat dulu baru aku fikir. Dan aku akan menyesal apa yang aku fikir. I like to pick up new skill but I get bored easily after mastering skill. I like to use and refine my existing skill. Ya, aku mudah bosan je apa yang aku belajar. Kerja separuh masa. Separuh masa pula dah. Kerja separuh jalan. I tend to think out loud. I think inside my head. Aku lebih fikir mendalam walaupun aku banyak cakap. I'm sometimes accused of being too indecisive. I'm sometimes accused of being too rigid. Between if it works fine, then there is no reason to change. I sprint and find a way of doing things. Okay, I respond after taking time to think. Dia cakap sikit je soalan ni banyak juga. I respond after taking the time to think through and enjoy our show. I respond quick and enjoy a fast pace. Content restless. Content ke? Ya, aku ni fikir juga dulu macam tu. I have many social relationship. I have few deep personal relationship. Many social relationship. You go. If I go to the gym or the library, I find a place by myself and focus on my pergi gym aku tak pernah pergi gym, library. Aku lebih yang suka menyendiri kot. Okay, kami see result. Okay, the provider melengkapi. Those with this personality type are often popular people who are warm-hearted, conscientious, and cooperative. They strive for harmony in their environment and try to provide what they think people need. They enjoy being in the spotlight and want to be appreciated for who they are and their contributions. The provider, remember, provider yang melengkapi. I provider. Ni apa benda ni? Okay. Senses type prefer the actual, the concrete. They are present-oriented and prefer a ground approach taking in information that has practical application and may see concept and theoretical model as a bit airy-fairy. Okay, strength dia always look for win-win situation. Maksudnya win-win 50-50 lah. Aku ni tak suka lah macam tu sangat betul lah tu. Very loyal, ya. But kadang-kadang loyal aku tu menyakitkan. Sensitive and warm. Ya, aku sensitif tapi kadang-kadang aku tak suka bagi tahu apa yang aku sensitif dan aku macam let go je lah apa yang aku rasa tu. Know how to connect to people. Tahulah sebab aku disebabkan environment aku yang memang bergaul dengan customer dia kecil lagi, so aku macam boleh connect lah people tu macam mana kan, tapi kadang-kadang aku tak faham juga take their duties very seriously. Ya, aku macam kalau buat kerja memang bangga aku lah tu bangga diri tu, good with practical matters. Practical matters nombor boleh tahu lebih ke? Boleh? Oh, okay, kita tengok look for win-win situation. ESFJ, personality value harmony and do their best to avoid conflict wherever possible. Ya, aku memang tak suka lah gaduh-gaduh ni, malas fikir. They are natural team player trying to get along with everyone. Very loyal. Values, dulu aku bukan seorang yang loyal. Dulu aku macam banyak menipu lah sebab environment kau masa kecil kan. Sekarang dah macam malas fikir lah benda macam tu. Very loyal, value relationship and stability very highly and try hard not to be disturb the status quo unless necessary. This make them very loyal and trustworthy employee and partners. Aku cakap dengan hati, bukan cakap dengan otak yang pelik tu. Sensitive and warm. Personality says harmony and care deeply about other people's feelings, being careful not to offend or hurt anybody. Hira tu, tapi melampau tu tak juga sebab kadang-kadang aku tak fikir pun masa seorang ni. Know how to connect to people. Yes, FJs are social and friendly individual who have no difficulty with small talk or following other social ritual. People with this personality type also tend to have a strong need to belong. Example by playing an active role in the loyal community. Aktif ke? Take their duties very seriously. Yes, FJ personality tend to be responsible and reliable, paying a lot of attention to their duties and responsibility. They can be very hard workers, often putting their duties above their own needs. Dulu masa STP lah aku memang hard lah tapi sekarang ni macam slow sikit. Mungkin masa depan lagi balik kot, tapi macam lambat lagi. Okay, apa ni Elang? Tutup. Not interested in this. Okay, thank you. Ni macam mana tengok bawah ni? Good with practical matters. People with the ESFJ personality that have excellent practical skill and do not mind. Alah, tutup lah ni. Macam mana tengok bawah? Sabar je lah kamu. Practical skill and do not mind dealing what? Okay, tak payahlah. Sebab lagi iklan. Okay, weakness. Tak payah kita tengok dalam. Okay, weakness. Often obsessed with their social status, may be inflexible. Obsessed their social status. Maybe inflexible, unwilling to improvise, very vulnerable to criticism. Memang aku jenis yang suka kritik. Often to selfless, maybe needy. Okay, often obsessed with their social status. ESFJ tend to have an extreme need to be seen as responsible, respect and successful individual. They will do everything they can to increase their social status and influence. Aku ni memang seorang yang Jessica ke? Maybe inflexible. ESFJ plays a lot of important in traditions and may often worry too much about what other people see as acceptable. Consequently, they are likely to be very careful or even critical when it comes to unconventional methods or non-mainstream views, are willing to improvise. People with the ESFJ personality type dislike venturing outside their comfort zone and taking bold steps, usually out of fear of pain or appearing different. Very vulnerable to criticism. ESFJ strongly dislike conflict and criticism. Tapi aku kena kritik. Tapi tak suka gaduh tu je. They can get very defensive and hurt if someone, especially a person close to them, criticize their habit, idea or favorite traditions. Okay. Ya ke? Yelah aku memang tak suka kau orang kritik aku, tapi aku suka kritik orang. Pentingkan diri lah tu. Often too selfless, ESFJ personality may care and worry so much about others that their attention will become overwhelming and ultimately unwelcome. This also lead to neglect of their own needs. Memanglah aku kadang-kadang fikir orang sampai aku tak fikir aku, dan aku macam rasa, dan aku rasa macam tak apalah, I don't care about aku tak tahu, sampai-sampai kadang-kadang terapai juga lah emosi sendiri mungkin. Tapi sampai tak aku dah malas nak fikir pasal orang lain. Dah kurang. Maybe needy. ESFJ need to know that their light and their effort of value. Consequently, people with this personality type may often fish or compliments or try to attract other people's attention. Attention seeker ke aku? Oh my god. Tengok. Partner di ISFP, the composer, dan ISTP, the craftsman. Romantic. Ni partner dia. Communication style. ESFJ are enthusiastic and caring communicators who want to engage people to contribute and accomplish what need to be done. They tend to be friendly and to get along easily with others, although they can become frustrated with those who do not respond to their attempt to reach out. Okay, they have a good memory for detail, especially facts about other people, and enjoy getting to know people and understanding their needs. ESFJ are fractured in their communication, but uncomfortable with criticism and conflict, preferring instead to provide support and encouragement to others. Partner dia adalah in relationship, the ESFJ is supportive, nurturing and reliable. ESFJ concern themselves with providing practical support to their partners and living up to traditional standard in a relationship. They want to be a good wife or husband based on traditional idea. Ya, saya nak jadi yang terbaik sebagai seorang wife, tapi saya masih lagi belajar dan saya masih lagi tak rasa saya sempurna. Dan memang tak akan pernah sempurna lah. ESFJ like an organized life and want their partner to participate in a structured scheduled lifestyle. They adhere strictly to their moral code and want a partner who agree with them on issue of right or wrong, should or not, should not. Conscience betul ke sebut dia? Conscientiousness is important to ESFJ, and when they follow through responsibly on their promise, they expect the same from others. ESFJ dislike conflict and are motivated to resolve it quickly. They prefer stable, harmonious relationship and like a partner who can be loving and committed. Even when the ESFJ has strong emotional reaction, ESFJ appreciate a partner who notice their effort to provide for their families and commend them on a job well done. Ya, betul. Value, security and stability. ESFJ values security, stability and a sense of belonging. Naturally, romantic relationships are very important to them, especially if they culminate need in marriage and family. ESFJ take all relationship stage very seriously. Even if they have just started dating someone, they will do their best to understand and support the other persons. ESFJ strongly dislike all form of conflict and criticism. Lagi sekali, especially if critical comments are coming from someone close to them, they are likely to take them very personally. People with this personality type need to know that they are loved and appreciated, and this can greatly influence their mood and self-esteem. ESFJ are naturally very warm and loyal. They want to be trusted and valued by people who mean a lot to them. This can keep them going in the face of baca sangat lah, apa nak baca. Immense difficulty. ESFJ can be surprisingly tough, but they need to know that their partner will be there to support them every step of the way. There are few things more hurtful and depressing to an ESFJ than a sudden realization that their partner does not respect or care about their dream or opinions. Ayat mana tadi? Ni kan? Tapi need to appreciate. Less mature ESFJ may feel that need to be appreciated. That being said, not have enough inner strength or wisdom to attract the attention they seek. In such relationship, the ESFJ personality may become very needed and seek their partner approval at all costs, even if it means going against their principle and value. ESFJ should be careful not to fall into this trap, especially if they are still in the dating phase. Neediness is not only unattractive, but it may also lead to an abusive relationship, which is further damage the ESFJ self-esteem. ESFJ are great at dealing with everyday matters. ESFJ are great at dealing with everyday matters, including money management. They will happily take such a responsibility upon themselves and work hard to make sure that everything is fine with their aspect of their relationship. On the other hand, ESFJ tend to be a very traditional, so they will probably stick to a socially expected gender role in the relationship and one dating. And ESFJ should be always be aware of these. People with this personality type are likely to obey their predetermined rule. Betul, which may change depending on what environment they are in. Prefer partner trait ISFP and ISTP. Kena cari yang macam ni kan. They are very compatible with the caregiver. Introvert personality are not as forthcoming with information, and this can be a fun challenge for an extrovert like the ESFJ. This personality is straightforward to open up to because they have a genuine care for the feeling of others, which is great for an introvert personality who might otherwise find it hard to express themselves. Aku dah cakap aku extrovert, tapi aku tu tak ada introvert aku. Tapi aku memang tak extrovert So aku kena cari extrovert. Maksud dia aku kena cari seorang yang introvert ke? Tak sesuai ke? Ada sensitive personality share a common practice of using external force as the basis for forming their opinion. Together, these individuals use the opinion and feeling of one another to form their own opinion and guide their actions. ISFP Oh my god, ISFP, ISTP. Kejap, introvert personality are not as forthcoming with information. This can be a fun challenge for an extra. Okay, betul lah, dia memang mencabar. Aku pernah kenal orang yang introvert ni, tapi susah nak translate lah. Aku macam penat mudah translate. Susah nak faham apa yang dia nak. So aku rasa macam memang mencabar lah. Tak tahulah. Career dah baca ke? Okay, career. Okay, ESFJ at work. ESFJ like to put their interpersonal skill to work, organizing people and processes. They attend to the needs of others and seek to create a structure to provide for people. ESFJ often prefer work that allow them to help people in practical, observable way. ESFJ enjoy work that allow them to follow through and see results and prefer a high degree or structure on an organization. They gain satisfactions from completing tasks with attention to order and detail. An ideal job for an ESFJ requires attention to procedure and specification and allow the ESFJ to work methodically to organize people and processes. ESFJ is usually prefer to work with others and are energized by participating in a motivated, conscientious, action-oriented team. Is it important to the ESFJ to do work that is accordance with their value, as well as to work with others who are supportive and cooperative. An ideal work environment for an ESFJ provide clear expectation, friendly structured atmosphere free from conflict or uncertainty. Maknanya aku tak boleh kerja. Cooperation, not conflict. Careers as administrator are a natural fit, allowing ESFJ to organize not just an environment but the people in it. Their practical skills combine well with their dependability, making ESFJ personality surprisingly a good accountants. Aku project management talk, they often prefer to be personal accountants, helping people and interacting with them directly instead of corporate accountant crush number in some back room. Poorly analytical, career often to do for ESFJ talk. They need human interaction and emotional feedback to be truly satisfied with their line of work. Betul, aku perlukan certified. Aku perlu interactions and emotional feedback. Macam kalau aku kerja kedai makan, aku sangat macam satu benda aku suka lah. Good listener and enthusiastic team member. People with their ESFJ personality type are excellent provider of medical care and social work. Memang aku suka social work, tapi tengok social macam mana. Teaching is another great options. Tapi aku tak minat jadi cikgu. Dan aku dah lari daripada cikgu. Aku tak tahulah. ESFJ are comfortable with authority but are supportive and friendly enough of keeping that authority from feeling overbearing. Strong expresses as ESFJ traits are so strong express leading to practical sense and social vigor. The career they find most satisfying usually revolve around making the best use of this quality. ESFJ are well organized, enjoy and bring order and structure to their workplace and often work best in environment with clear, predictable hierarchies and tasks. Monotony and routine work are not a challenge for the ESFJ personality type as they are happy to do what need to be done. Tapi kan macam aku rasa macam kena ke jiwa aku sebagai project management. Walaupun aku cakap aku tak kena project management sebab dia macam ada satu yang uncertainty, tapi aku tak suka. Entahlah, aku tak tahu. I don't know. Sekali macam boleh, sekali macam tak boleh. Tapi dia interpersonal skill to work against people and process. Interpersonal skill to work organizing people and processes. their turn to need of other and seek to create a structure to provide for people. Tapi aku mempak kau kali. Oh, ni baca aku sikit. Okay, at the workplace, ESFJ is college. Aku bukan college tapi you sama je lah. Teamwork is a concept that ESFJ have no trouble putting into practice. Often seeking friends at work, people with this personality type are almost always willing to lend a hand when and where is needed. Excellent networking, ESFJ always seem to know just the guys to bring a project together on time. On the other hand, ESFJ often need to work on a team, being stuck alone, chipping away at the paperwork for day and just leave them tired and unfulfilled. ESFJ take pride in this quality, which has the side effect of making them particularly sensitive when they come under criticism, when their suggestions and help to turn down. ESFJ person can take his personally already somewhat vulnerable to stress. Rejection like this can be pretty demoralizing, and ESFJ may need their co-workers to make an effort to express their appreciations from time to time. ESFJ managers ESFJ enjoy the responsibility that come with organizing social situations, and the enjoyments they feel in managing other people translate well into management position. As team leaders, ESFJ find way to make everyone feel involved, uniting people and smoothing relations to get things done. At the same time, ESFJ have a strong respect for traditional power structures, and if after all their convincing effort convincing their subordinate to work together somewhere and up, challenging their authority, they can stress out, lose their temper, and just generally react badly. People with the ESFJ personality type are sensitive about their status and dislike conflict and prefer situation where everyone knows their role. So long as expectations are outlined, ESFJ are effective and enjoyable managers. Aku tak pernah berangan tahu, tapi macam pernah lah. Betul ke lah yang aku project Malaysia? Kalau ikutkan aku, bukanlah aku minat. Tapi aku tak tahulah masa depan kan. Okay, tak apa, lepas ni kena cuba untuk jadi yang terbaik lagi lah. Mana tahu kan, benda yang aku rasa macam ngeri tu jadi kenyataan. ESFJ are subordinate. With clearly defined responsibility and a sense of purpose, ESFJ are patient, efficient, hardworking people who respect the authority of their managers. While ESFJ may struggle with too much freedom and improvisations, they thrive in workplace in structure, safety, and guidelines. Routine tasks are not a problem for ESFJ, and their dedications and loyalty earn them the respect of their managers. Friendly. ESFJ as a friends. ESFJ are very social personality type seeking large circle of friends and proving themselves more than willing to spend the time and energy necessary to maintain this relationship. Loyal and warm. ESFJ are known for standing by their friends no matter what and providing a constant source of emotional support and encouragement. Doing everything they can to make sure their friends are happy. Yeah, true. And being so comfortable with introduction and small talk. ESFJ are naturally very popular in pretty much any environment. Okay, this dynamic and that ESFJ generally enjoy, but they also expect their effort and support to be reciprocated. They are nothing good as hurtful to people with the ESFJ personality type, as finding out the that are trust friends critical of their belief or habit, except maybe being told so in confrontations. ESFJ tend to believe that their friends can do no wrong, always stepping up to defend them regardless of circumstance, and they expect the same benefit of the doubt in return. ESFJ can greatly expand their circle of friends if they learn to be more receptive to others' perspective rather than making snap judgment and conclusion is important for ESFJ as with anyone to avoid being insulated from other viewpoint and wanting to relate to other understand even more people. We all in it together. On the other hand, the ESFJ are great at using their sensitivity to stay in tune with what motivates and drive their friends. While in their weaker moment, ESFJ personality can sometimes use this observation to manipulate others. They are far more interested in maintaining strong relationship and is a great tool for things so altruist and they are ESFJ almost always use their power for good, encouraging and inspiring. Despite the large, the ESFJ personality type is a pleasant and sincere one. Their energy and social intelligence will win them any acquaintance and friends, and they support any dedication, good doors, friendships, close and strong. So much success for life and company. The moment are sure to be few and far between. Very loyal. Iya ke loyal? Pernah lah baca. Banyak lagi ke? Aku dah pernah baca. Okay, situ je. Best lah baca. Dia macam satu benda yang kita coffee boleh tak? Kena bayar. Okey lah. Itu je lah personality. Okey lah. Bye.